Hello everyone, this is part 13 of What If Naruto Was Like Edward Elric in Fullmetal Alchemist, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Naruto and Joshiro sat atop the Hokage monument looking out along the village that they had been fighting for not a week prior to that moment. They could see the property damage being fixed up by the villagers who looked like ants from the distance the boys were at, but their spirited voices could reach their ears on the mountain. Naruto groaned as he leaned back and looked at his older brother. Big boss, this week has been really weird, don't you think? Joshiro shot a glance at Naruto before looking back at the village. Well, it certainly hasn't gone the way I thought it would have. I thought everything would have gone back to normal, you know. Naruto nodded in agreement as Joshiro looked at his chunin vest that had replaced his old one. You know, I kind of wish that the old man would have, I don't know, shut the hell up after the invasion. Naruto grimaced and nodded furiously in response. XXX. Flashback the day following the invasion. The crowd was gathered at the Hokage Tower to stand for a victory announcement following the memorial service that morning. Atop the tower stood the Sandaime Hokage Hiruzen Sarutobi, Jiraiya, one of the Sannin, Kakashi Hatake and Mitogai, and the two that were the most out of place, Naruto Uzumaki and Joshiro Moyomoto. As the older ninja sat and waited, Naruto was fidgeting with his formal clothing. God, what the hell? Can I take this shit off now? I don't even know why I'm here in the first place. As a matter of fact, why is Big Boss here? Kakashi sighed. Calm down, Naruto. The Hokage asked you both here for a reason, so just wait a moment and you'll find out. Naruto grumbled under his breath at his masked sensei. Joshiro sighed as he looked out over the town. I agree with the brat. Why the hell are we here? I'd rather be down there for whatever announcement he has to make. These clothes are stuffy as all hell. I want to go home and get go home. Kakashi ignored the slip of his fellow white-haired shinobi as Jiraiya came up to the two. You brats need to just wait, like Kakashi said. You might be interested in what he has to say. Naruto narrowed his eyes as Joshiro rolled his. Just as they did this, Hiruzen stood and made his way to the edge of the tower to address his people. As he reached the edge, raucous cheering and yelling rang out from below. The old man smiled as he raised his hand to silence the crowd. He cleared his throat before beginning his speech. We are victorious, my people. As he waited for the cheers to die down again, he continued, today is a day to celebrate. We have beaten back the enemy at our gates, we have defended our village and our way of life from those seeking to destroy us, and we will continue to do so. Cheers rang out again. Hiruzen chuckled before looking back at his amassed ninja. Many of our young shinobi rose to the challenge of defending our home. The feats of quite a few of our younger ninja will go down in the growing legends. I must call attention to two boys who showed exemplary skill and courage as they succeeded at key points in the battle. As he motioned back at the small group, the older men shoved Joshiro forward. He walked to the edge with the Hokage as he began to speak again. This boy is Joshiro Moyomoto. After being promoted yesterday after the exams, he immediately began engaging enemy forces throughout the stadium. As I was locked in battle atop the stadium, he brought me aid in the form of Mitogai and Kakashi Hatake. As Joshiro blushed and rubbed his face over the praise, Hiruzen continued, not only that, but he also engaged Orochimaru on quite a few occasions himself, and he delivered the finishing blow that ended the battle and gravely wounded him by removing his arms. I present to you the armory alchemist, Joshiro Moyomoto. The crowd began chattering amongst themselves as Joshiro sheepishly looked around. He tapped Hiruzen and glared at him before hissing in a whisper, what the hell, old man? There's no way they'll believe I did that. You're gonna get my ass kicked. Hiruzen silently chuckled before motioning back again. This time Naruto was picked up and thrown by Jiraiya. As Naruto turned to pick a fight with the Toad Sage, Hiruzen grabbed him and forced him to face the throng of people. Naruto began to sweat as he heard mumblings of the people saying not too flattering things directed at him before Hiruzen spoke again. This is Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto waved out at the people nervously. Hiruzen continued, during yesterday's battle he went into the village and led Suna's secret weapon away from the center of the town before single-handedly engaging and defeating our enemy's trump card in the fight. If he had not done this, then far more casualties would have been inflicted, and property damages would have been far greater. It is recorded by 2 of our own shinobi as well as 2 of Suna's own ninja that the opponent our young Naruto defeated was Sabaku no Gaara, the Jinchuriki of the one-tailed Tanuki Shukaku. As the crowd rumbled over this information, Hiruzen clutched the boy's shoulder and spoke. Due to the events of yesterday, I was interrupted prior to declaring the final promotion in this year's Chunin exams. However, I believe that the final decision was simply reinforced by the actions that followed. I am proud to declare Naruto Uzumaki, the Fullmetal Alchemist, a Chunin of Konohagakure. As he backed up to allow Naruto and Joshiro time to speak, Naruto looked at Joshiro, who just shrugged. Naruto looked out over the crowd and took a deep breath. Who's your hero, baby? End flashback. XXX. Naruto stood up and dusted himself off. You know, I used to be jealous of those guys with the fangirls and all that, but I have to say that it kind of sucks. I can't go anywhere or do anything without some shit happening. Joshiro stood and patted his brother on the head. Trouble with the ladies, kid. I thought you would be with the Hyuga girl from the exams. Naruto swatted his hand off. I want to make an attempt, but every time I try to get her alone I can't. It's like someone is messing with me so that I can't get some alone time with her. It's totally confusing, like life is screwing me over. Joshiro smirked. Yeah, like life is screwing you over. Naruto and Joshiro noticed a presence unfamiliar to both boys appearing behind them. Both turned to see a man covered in bandages, one covering one of his eyes and another enveloping his entire arm. As the man came up to the boys, they felt an uneasy aura around him. I have to say, for 2 of Konoha's newest heroes, you are quite hard to find when I desired an audience. Naruto spoke as he came close. Who are you? How did you find us? The man spoke in a hard tone. I am Danzo, one of the elder members of Konohagakure's council. The boys narrowed their eyes at this revelation as Joshiro took on a defensive tone. So, you're one of the stuffed shirts that have been trying to hold me and my close people down for the last 6 years. To what do we owe the intrusion, Danzo? Danzo turned up his nose. That would be Danzo-sama to you, boy. Joshiro and Naruto looked at each other before Joshiro spoke again. Until you actually give me a reason to call you Sama, you won't be hearing it from us. Now I'll ask you again, what do you want with us? Danzo turned businesslike. It has come to my attention that you 2 have very special attributes that would probably be best utilized under my watchful eye and guidance. Naruto narrowed his eyes. Aha. Danzo continued as he walked past the boys to look out over the village. I have nothing but the best interests of Konoha at heart, I assure you. And I believe that you 2 have the potential to truly serve the village. If you both accept to come and work with me, you will not only be keeping the country safe, you would be keeping everything you hold dear safe as well. Your refusal on this matter may make things more difficult for you in the future. Joshiro's stance stiffened as he took Danzo's words to thought. This bastard wasn't blatant with it, but I know a threat when I hear one, damn it. He looked at Naruto and by the gritting of his teeth he surmised that the blonde had come to the same conclusion as him. Fuck this guy, he isn't getting a damn thing from us. Joshiro and Naruto looked at one another and nodded before Naruto spoke. Sorry Danzo-san, but you really aren't giving us more to go off of than that. From what we know, we can't really just get into bed with you like that without knowing what we'd be getting into. Joshiro backed Naruto up. Yeah, and threats are never really a good idea against us. We may not be big time, but we don't really feel like being in a faction either. And no offense, but you sound like you get up to some pretty shifty stuff. Danzo frowned. What I do is for the good of Konoha. To protect this village, my people do anything that they can. Naruto nodded sagely. I understand that actually, Big Boss does too. The concept to do what you have to. We're ninjas so we don't have to fight fair. Joshiro put his hands in his pockets. Honestly, if you had brought this up even a few months ago, I might have taken you up on this, but we're on people's radar right now. Not exactly ideal for a paramilitary faction. That is what you wanted us for, isn't it, Danzo-san? Danzo smirked at the boys. You 2 are smarter than you lead people to believe. Very well then. Consider the issue dropped, but if you ever desire to actually get to actually protecting this country, you 2 can always find me. Danzo turned to descend the Hokage monument. Good day, boys. I hope you continue to grow in strength. This place needs all of the strength it can muster. As they saw the strange man descend the mountain, they had a grin on their faces when Naruto spoke. Huh, you know when he isn't trying to bust my balls in the council he isn't really that bad. Joshiro sat back down to overlook the city. Yeah, I guess. Still, that group of his sounds like they get up to some interesting shit. Should we tell the Hokage? Naruto shrugged. What do I look like? The police. That guy took a big risk coming out here and offering us a spot in an obviously frowned upon faction. I know we answer to Oji and everything, but there are 3 factors. Naruto held up one finger. 1. The old man has a lot of work to do. Between the invasion and the shitstorm that got kicked up in the fallout, he has more than enough on his plate already. He held up another finger. 2. That Danzo guy seems like the kind of guy that can make our shit go downhill quickly. If we did snitch about him, he would probably get his people to make themselves scarce and then make our lives a living hell. The fact that we didn't flat out tell him off, but just told him that we consider it as an option may make him harp on us for a while, but it's better than making a new enemy with connections. Joshiro nodded. Okay, I see, but what's the 3rd reason? Naruto smirked. Because I couldn't sense any BS from him. He was dead serious. He wanted us, his group operates under him and he does it for this city, and the most important part was that he was ballsy enough to flat out say it to our faces. And that was awesome. Joshiro groaned. Yeah, or it could have just been like every main villain in every suck-ass movie we've ever seen. He thinks he has like diplomatic immunity or some shit, or he thinks that when it comes to our word against his we can't win because we're just punk-ass orphan kids and he's a high-ranking village official with merits. Naruto shrugged. Maybe, but I like my explanation more. You're just being paranoid, big boss. Joshiro chuckled. And you need to start thinking like a chunin off of the battlefield instead of just on the battlefield, you blockhead. Hey big boss. Yeah, runt. Fuck you. XXX. And then the runt was all like, Suryudan no Jutsu, and hit that Gaara kid and his demon form head on with it. I'm telling you, Sarutobi sensei, give him a few years and that kid will be great. Hiruzen sat in his office chuckling as his student Jiraiya gave him a short rendition of Naruto's fight. Yes, Jiraiya, I wondered how Naruto-kun fought that battle, but I called you here for a real reason today. He stood up and looked out of his window. I am too old for this job, Jiraiya. Jiraiya sighed. I'm not taking the position as Hokage Sarutobi sensei, I don't want it. Hiruzen sighed. I thought not. Well then that means that we have one more option. He turned to face Jiraiya. Get ready to leave in a day or two, Jiraiya. Jiraiya's sweat dropped. You want me to go and look for her, don't you? Upon seeing Hiruzen nod, he put his palm to his face and groaned. Sarutobi sensei, do you know how long that would take? And I wouldn't even be sure where to start looking. Hiruzen threw him a scroll. This is the last known whereabouts and it isn't that far from here. According to this, she is somewhere in Haino Kuni. That's why I need you to leave so soon. Jiraiya sighed before shrugging. Fine, but you seriously owe me for this one, old man, and one more thing. Seeing Hiruzen raise his eyebrow, he continued, there is no way in hell I'm going to do this alone, and no, I don't need any Anbu escorts. There's only one kid entertaining enough for me to take on this trip. Hiruzen smiled. So you're taking him in the hopes he could get her to return, eh? Jiraiya scratched his nose. Whatever gave you that idea, old man? Now, after he hit him with the dragon, he jumped on his head and punched the kid dead in the face. I almost lost it when I saw that. XXX. Naruto was sitting with the rest of his team out by the bridge that they normally met at in the mornings. Naruto was simply staring across the bridge as he waited for the remainder of his team to show up, but what was making the scene uncomfortable was that the teammate currently in attendance was staring at him and trying to subconsciously burn a hole in the side of his head. Naruto hesitantly looked out of the corner of his eye. Sasuke. Can I help you, or is the side of my face that interesting? I mean, I know my whiskers are awesomely sexy and everything, but still. Sasuke narrowed his eyes. How did you beat Gaara Dobe? Naruto scrunched his eyes. Well, a water dragon, summoning, cage bunshin, alchemy, and a good old-fashioned punch to the face, good old-school basics. Got to love. Sasuke shifted in place to fully face Naruto. Teach me those attacks. Naruto turned to Sasuke. Teach me Chidori and Gokakyu no Jutsu. The boys narrowed their eyes at each other before Sasuke spoke. Chidori is my attack, and the fireball is my clan technique. I won't teach you those jutsu. Naruto smirked and crossed his arms. Those other moves are my attacks, and you can't use Cage Bunshin because you don't have the reserves. And I already told you that I won't teach anyone alchemy, call it my clan technique. Sasuke stared at Naruto while Naruto kept a smile on his face as he stared back. This is the scene that Sakura came walking up to. Hi you guys, what are you two doing? Naruto showed his canines. Sasuke here wants me to hand over some of my high-powered signature jutsu for absolutely nothing, and I'm not really feeling too charitable right now as you can tell. Sasuke just hummed and turned around as Naruto sighed. You see what I mean? And I'm confused, I'm a fucking chunin now. Why do I still have to come out here? Shouldn't I be getting higher level missions now? Sakura shrugged. I don't know, don't you like being on Team 7 though? Naruto gave her a smile. Well, it's getting tolerable now, at least you don't bash my head in for insignificant things. But I still have a sensei that won't teach us anything and a teammate that would rather fight me than help me. Sakura pouted. They're not that bad, Naruto. Kakashi sensei isn't that bad, and I'm sure Sasuke-kun isn't really like that. Naruto chuckled. Okay then, what's the last thing Kakashi taught you? And don't say tree climbing. Don't worry, I'll wait. As she tried to think of something, she finally shrugged and gave up. Exactly, he hasn't taught us a damn thing. He tried to pawn us off during the Chunin exams, but at least Kurenai-san taught you something. I had to find my own methods of training. Sakura looked down. Well, things will get better, Naruto. I mean, we just have to show him we're serious about it. I realize now that I haven't been taking things seriously. Kurenai-sensei let me onto that much. She taught me some really useful things and I think I can actually be useful to you guys now. Naruto ran his hand through his hair. Ha, yeah. Because blowing up a snake's head wasn't useful, ha. Sakura shoved him playfully. You idiot, you were a distraction for it. Naruto feigned hurt. Also mean Sakura-chan, I thought we were close. Kakashi chose this moment to pop up. Yo, good morning all. Sakura and Naruto snapped at him. You're late. Kakashi I smiled. Sorry you guys, but an old lady asked me to carry her across the street when a black cat crossed our path, so we had to take the long way around to cross from the other side of town. Sakura and Naruto snapped again. Liar. Naruto spoke. So what kind of bullcrap are we doing today, Kakashi? Picking up dog crap. We'd better not be, because I'm a friggin' chunin now. Kakashi looked at Naruto. Well, Naruto, the Hokage told me to tell you to go home. You have someone waiting for you for your mission. Sasuke and Sakura will be coming with me for our missions today. Naruto blinked. Alright then, sweet. I'll see you guys later then. He turned to walk away. Bye you guys. Sakura and Kakashi waved as he walked away. Sasuke had a noticeable twitch as he watched the blonde walk home. What has the Dobe been doing to get so powerful? I need to get that power for myself. XXX. Naruto walked along and found his nostrils assaulted by his favorite smell, the cooking from Ichiraku ramen. As he drifted in the general direction of the stand, he threw back the curtains and gave a big smile. How about a few bowls of ramen for Konoha's newest chunin? Tsuki looked up and smiled at the blonde. Hey Naruto. I heard about your promotion, congratulations kid. Naruto sat down and smirked at his praise. Yeah, I know, I'm awesome right? Where's Ayami Nichan? I need to get my gloating in as soon as I can and I need her to bear witness. Ayami came from the back with a few ingredients. Oh hey Naruto-kun, how are you? Naruto beamed a smile at the girl. I'm doing absolutely fine, Ayami Nichan. I just thought I'd drop by to get a bite to eat and to gloat a little bit before I get my mission today. Ayami put her chin in her hands as she leaned on the counter. What mission? Do you know what you'll be doing, Naruto-kun? Naruto shrugged as Tsuki put a bowl in front of him. Thanks old man. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Itadakimasu. He broke his chopsticks and took a few bites. It better be something kick-ass though, because I've had it with the household chores I've been doing. There is no more excuse for those missions now. I proved that I'm awesome. Now I'd better be getting some cool jobs. Ayami ruffled his hair as he ate. You'll probably get something good. You are a chunin now, so you should get higher missions. Naruto smiled. Oh yeah, check out the vest. He lifted his cloak to show off his chunin vest. It's so cool, I'm so ready for my mission. There you are, Gaki. I was waiting at your house for hours. Where were you? Naruto turned to see Jiraiya entering the stand. Oh hey there, Ero Sennin, what's up? Jiraiya pinched the bridge of his nose. You're never going to stop calling me that, are you? Never mind, it's time to go kid, we've got a mission. Naruto frowned. I just sat down to eat, and I need to go pack. We are leaving the village, aren't we? Jiraiya threw Naruto his pack that had his supplies in it. You got into my house. How the hell did you break in? Jiraiya chuckled. No, Gaki, the girl next door opened it up for me when I said we had a mission. Who was that anyway? She seemed to be too pretty to be one of your friends. Naruto turned back to his food. Kiss my ass, Ero-senin. That was Haku-chan, Big Boss's girlfriend. I guess he gave her a key after they started dating. I wonder why. Jiraiya smiled. Your brother sounds like my kind of guy. I need to meet him sometime soon. Naruto slurped up his ramen and drank the broth. He probably is. He reads your stupid books and I catch him and Haku-chan trying to go at it all the time. I blame you and your books for that. He's just lucky Zabuza is gone for a while or he'd be screwed. Jiraiya grabbed Naruto by his collar and dragged him outside. Come on now, kid, we have to go. We have to get moving quickly. Naruto ground his heels into the ground. Wait. Can you make a detour really quick? We need to see somebody before we leave. Jiraiya stared at him. Kid, we have to go. We can't screw around before leaving. This is a tight deadline. Naruto held his ground. It's on the way out of town anyway. Just a quick stop to check something out. I asked around and I was told that you could help me out with something. Jiraiya sighed at Naruto. You aren't going to shut the hell up about this, are you? Naruto shook his head. And if I don't do it, you're going to bitch about it all the way down the road, right? Naruto smirked and nodded, forcing Jiraiya to sigh. Fine then, lead the way and tell me what I'm doing. XXX. Despite being bona fide prisoners of war, the Sand siblings were treated very well per the instructions of the Sandaime Hokage. They were put up in Konoha's premier hotel and were allowed to leave and walk around town. They just couldn't leave the city. They were guarded 24/7 by Anbu, but that is to be expected. It's better than an interrogation cell. And so we find the three young ninja from Sunagakure sitting around the room shared by Gaara and Kankuro, just sitting idle. The three jumped at a knock on the door. Kankuro looked between his older sister, who was reading, and his younger brother, who was doing Gaara stuff. Kankuro was then trying to decide which of his siblings to push his luck with. Temari, door. Temari gave a short glare at Kankuro. Why should I get it? Kankuro shrugged. 2 reasons. 1. You're way closer to the door than me or Gaara. 2. You're in our room, so go get it. She huffed as she stood to get the door. As she reached for the handle, she heard an older voice. Man, if this is what prisoners get, then maybe I should turn on this village, huh? Which was then followed by a considerably younger voice. Shut up, Ero-senin, you say really stupid things sometimes, you know that. And you wonder why I don't take you seriously. Temari opened the door to find an older white-haired man glaring at a shorter blonde-haired boy. As she stepped out from behind the door to speak, she noted the familiar boy. Can I help either of you? Naruto grinned at the girl. Hi there, Temari, I was just wondering if your brother was around. Her eyes narrowed. Do you want the stupid makeup wearing one? A small smile came to her face after a shout of, it's not makeup, it's war paint. Naruto chuckled. Nope, not him. I wanted the red-haired one that tried to kill me 3 times. Is he in there? Temari motioned for them to come inside. As the door closed, Gaara looked over to the newly arriving duo, Naruto Uzumaki. What are you doing here? Naruto walked over to him. Well, Gaara, when we fought I came to a realization that you were batshit crazy. Now I don't think it's really your fault, but I think your seal sucks. I dragged the tall white-haired pervert over here along to see what he could do about it. Maybe he can fix it. Kankuro and Temari looked on nervously at the way Naruto was talking to their brother until he spoke. So you're saying that he can fix the problems with my seal? Who is this person? Jiraiya broke out into a wide grin as he set himself to begin his introduction until Naruto cut him off. This is Jiraiya, a pervert of a ninja. Jiraiya face fell and grabbed Naruto by the neck. He lifted Naruto off of the ground and glared at him. Seriously, kid, you've got to stop doing that. Naruto sweat dropped. I'll try, it's a force of habit. After he dropped Naruto, Jiraiya walked over to Gaara. So you're soon as Jinchuriki. Alright then, let me see your seal. Gaara lifted his shirt and began to generate chakra. Jiraiya kneeled down to look at his seal before he shook his head. The person who did the sealing wasn't very skilled. This thing just keeps leaking the Shukaku spirit's psyche into you. You probably couldn't even sleep. Gaara nodded as Naruto spoke. Oh, so that's why you have those rings around your eyes. I thought it was because you had traits from your demon. Naruto heard a voice in his mind. Well, kid, they can't all get traits as sexy as the whisker markings, right? Naruto smirked. Hell no, my whisker marks are awesome, Kyubi-chan, you know it. Gaara sent a schooled look at Naruto. You know, I don't even remember which one made them. Jiraiya stood up. Well, I can fix it, but it will have to wait until I come back from our mission. Kankuro interjected. Well, can't you do it before you leave? How long could it take? Jiraiya shook his head at Kankuro. Seals are a very delicate art. Something like this would take time. Me and the Gaki here have already fallen way behind the time frame we needed to get out of here. Naruto stepped up. Well then, if we're already late, then why can't we take a little time to fix Gaara? An hour or two really won't matter that much, would it? Jiraiya sighed. I guess you're right, kid. Fine, we need a secure room for this, so come with me. Gaki, don't make yourself hard to find. I'll chase you down in an hour or two when I'm done with your sandy buddy here. Naruto smiled at the others in the room. Cool, I guess I'll head on home for a bit. I'll be there until you're done. Naruto opened the window of the room and jumped out to leave the building. XXX. Naruto once again found himself walking along the streets of the village until he heard a voice call out to him from behind. As he turned to look back, he found Temari giving him a steely look. What's up, Temari? Do you need something? She walked up to Naruto and looked down into his face. Naruto felt discomfort as the older girl looked into his face. Damn it, why is everybody taller than me? Temari finally spoke. Why are you helping Gaara? Naruto blinked a few times before he answered her question. Because I can, and it's the right thing to do. I'm giving the guy a second chance. He deserves that at least. He's lonely, and that crazy spirit in him would never let him rest or have a normal relationship with you and your brother, or anyone in general. Naruto's face hardened and almost caused Temari to flinch. Treat the guy good, okay? I know he scared the crap out of you guys for years, but if you show him that you care, he'll be the little brother you always wanted, I promise. Naruto gave the girl a smile and turned to walk away before Temari caught him by his shoulder. Naruto turned around to catch her seemingly in an inner debate with herself. Yes. Do you still need me for something? Temari nodded and moved in to give Naruto a kiss on the cheek before turning to leave herself. Thank you, Naruto. You don't know how much you're helping our family. You're a sweet kid, you know that. As he watched her walk away, he grinned to himself. Hell yeah, fuck you, big boss. I knew girls were into me. XXX. Naruto arrived at his house shortly and plopped down on his couch to waste time watching TV until a knock came at his door. Naruto groaned as he stood to open his door. Alright, give me a second. Naruto opened his door to find Sakura. Well, damn, I'm popular today, aren't I? Sakura smiled. So this is where you live, huh? Naruto moved aside to let her in. Yeah, you caught me right before I could get out of town. Me and Ero Sennin are just about to head on out for my mission when he's done. Sakura sat down and frowned. You actually call someone that? You can't call that poor man something like that, Naruto. Naruto flopped back down on his couch and grabbed the remote. If you spend a minute or two around him, you'd know why I call him that, Sakura-chan. After a few minutes of the two sitting and watching TV, Naruto decided to figure out why she was there. So, Sakura-chan, what pray tell brings you to my humble home? I'm happy you decided to see me, but you really haven't ever given a thought of showing up over here before, so excuse me if I find it a little random. Sakura sighed. Well, Naruto, I have to say I'm sorry to you. She saw a confused look on his face. I've really been giving you a hard time for as long as I can remember, and as far as I can remember, you've never warranted anything like what I've done, so I'm sorry. Naruto waved it off. It's okay. If I held a grudge against everyone that didn't like me, then I would have a running gripe with 2/3 of the village. The fact that you came to apologize to me makes me really happy. Maybe now we can be friends, eh? Sakura smiled at that. Of course we can. As both smiled at each other, Naruto's words ran through her head. Naruto, why do so many people dislike you? I mean, you used to do pranks and you did beat up a few kids in school, but that was always during a spar, or they tried to jump you on the playground. I can't come up with any real reason to hate you. Naruto chuckled bitterly. That is a question that I just can't answer for you yet, Sakura-chan. Maybe one of these days I could, but until then I would like to keep that information to myself. She frowned but nodded. You'll tell me one day, right? Naruto gave her a sly grin. Well, if you keep on down this path, then who knows? I may tell you sooner rather than later. The conversation was interrupted by another knock at the door. Damn it, I'm being run ragged today. Naruto stood and opened the door to find two men in black cloaks with red clouds and straw hats. The one on the right chuckled. Well, he has a metal arm and those marks on his face. This is the kid we're looking for, isn't it, Itachi? Naruto's eyes widened. Itachi Uchiha. This shit can't be happening. Why does this shit always happen to me? The second man tilted his head up to reveal spinning Sharingan eyes. Hello Naruto-kun, we'd like it if you could come with us. Naruto simply stared at the two figures in his doorway blankly for a few moments before blinking once. One moment please. Naruto slowly shut his door and turned around. He clapped his hands around the doorframe and caused it to cover the door. He then ran and grabbed Sakura by her arm into Joshiro's room to repeat the process. Sakura was initially stunned by the movements but recovered once inside the room. Naruto. What are you doing with me? Naruto grabbed her and took her to the far wall in the room. He transmutated a hole in the wall joining their apartment to Haku's and he pushed her through the hole. Go and find me someone, anyone strong. Tell them Naruto is getting chased by Itachi Uchiha and hurry up please. Before Sakura could respond, they heard a smash in his living room. Please go now. This is not bullshit. Naruto sealed the wall back up just in time for the bedroom door to be broken open. As Itachi's companion led the way into the room, he took his sword off of his back. Kid, did you really think that would stop us? Naruto shrugged and the man chuckled. Would it have stopped you? Naruto frowned and shook his head. Itachi walked past his companion and spoke in his monotone voice. I'll ask you once more, Naruto-kun, come with us. I would rather not inflict any harm on you, though I'm sure Kisame wouldn't have any problems with that. Kisame took off his hat to reveal dark spiked hair and a shark-like appearance as he held out his odd sword. Hey, just let me cut off his legs, Itachi, he looks like a runner. Naruto stared blankly at the two men before speaking. Let me respond to that with the chance. Naruto dove through the window and landed in the field surrounding his building outside. Gah. Fucking glass. Naruto took off running as he picked glass from his face. Before Naruto could make his way very far, Itachi appeared in front of him, forcing him to stop. How did you just do that? You were just in my apartment. Itachi shrugged. Why didn't you take the stairs? It's much easier. Naruto gaped like a fish before dodging a swing of Kisame's sword from behind. As he landed a good distance away, he shouted, What the hell do you want with me? Leave me alone. Kisame laughed. Sorry brat, but we have orders to bring you in. It's just business, you understand. Naruto sighed and grumbled. Nothing can ever be normal, can it? I can't have a regular day, no. Weird shit always has to happen to me. Did I piss off Kami in a past life or something? Naruto came to a realization. Wait a damn minute, you're Itachi Uchiha. Why the hell are you back here? Itachi simply looked at the boy. Just as Kisame said, we have orders to capture you. Nothing personal, Naruto-kun, it's just business. Please don't fight. Naruto sighed. Well, Kyubi-chan, looks like it's fight or run, and they seem way faster than me, so one of those seems out. But these guys seem tough. It's fucking Itachi Uchiha. Do you have any ideas? Naruto heard the voice in his head. You sent out Sakura to go get help. Just try to stall for now. You really can't beat these guys even with my chakra. Naruto looked over his adversaries. So what exactly do you two want with me? You never said why you needed me to go with you. Kisame grinned. You sure do like to talk, don't you, kid? We came for the fox in your stomach. Naruto went wide-eyed. They want you, Kyubi-chan. This couldn't get any worse now, could it? Kisame crouched. Okay kid, enough with the formalities. You look like you're going to be a pest when we take you, so I'll just cut off a few of your limbs to make you a bit more compliant. Naruto scratched his face. I'd rather you didn't. Naruto made his favorite hand sign. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto made 20 copies and sent them all in different directions as he fled with them. Almost as quickly as they darted off, they were dispelled. Naruto turned to see Kisame's odd sword moving. Same had I liked all of that, kid. You put quite a bit of chakra into those Kage Bunshin, didn't you? Naruto gaped as he saw Itachi, almost in the blink of an eye, appear in front of him and take a swing at him. Naruto narrowly ducked his punch only to get sent flying across the field with a kick. Naruto rolled to a stop and looked up only to have Kisame step on his back. Ha! How did a kid with one real arm end up being a ninja anyway? Naruto smirked as his enemy stood on his back. I never considered it to be a handicap, it's more like an opportunity. Naruto clapped and placed his hands on the ground, forcing a pillar of earth to come from the dirt and fly towards Kisame that forced him to swing his sword and destroy the attack. As Kisame looked back down, he sneered at Naruto, "That was a pretty damn good diversion, you punk. If I weren't so damn good that might have gotten me, I have to pay you back for that now." He lifted his sword overhead at a smirking Naruto. The grinning Naruto unnerved Kisame and spoke only one word, boom. The Naruto underfoot exploded as Kisame used Kawarimi to safely escape the explosion as Itachi saw Naruto reappear in front of them. Bunshin Daibakura, Great Clone Explosion, with a Kawarimi, Substitution Jutsu, ha. That is a very high-level combination, Naruto-kun. Naruto clapped and formed his arm blade. I'm happy you like it. Come on then, Itachi. Kisame, you need me alive, right? Well, I'm not going out without a fight. Kisame growled at the boy, I was just messing around before you runt. Now I'll gut you and cut all of your limbs off. Naruto grunted, damn it, I need backup soon or I'm screwed here. XXX. Sakura was running through the village, but all she could find were civilians. No, this isn't good. I can't find a ninja around anywhere and Naruto needs my help. Sakura eventually ran into Sasuke, who was exiting a dumpling shop. She came to a stop in front of him and grabbed his arm. Sasuke-kun. Naruto needs help. I need to find a Junin to go help him. Sasuke raised a brow at the girl. Why does the Dobe need a Junin? What is he into now? Sakura shook her head. I don't know, he didn't say. He just told me to go get help and sealed up a wall before I heard a crash. Kakashi suddenly appeared before the two genin. Ah, there you both are. Good thing I found you both together. Why are you both here, by the way? Sakura's eyes lit up. Kakashi-sensei. Thank goodness you showed up. Naruto needs your help. I think he's being attacked, he wouldn't say. Kakashi's visible eye narrowed. Really? Well then go on home, we're done for today, never mind our remaining missions. I'll see you both tomorrow. Kakashi left it at that and used Shunshin to vanish from sight, leaving the two kids in the street. Sakura blinked. Sasuke-kun, what do you think is going on today? Is Naruto really in that much trouble? Sasuke didn't blink. Sakura, which way is Naruto's apartment again? XXX. Kakashi sprinted towards Naruto's house as he racked his mind. Damn it, I didn't think an attack would happen so soon after I was told. Flashback 3 days after the end of the invasion. Kakashi had been at the hero's memorial when he sensed a presence behind him. As he turned, he was greeted with the sight of Jiraiya. Yes, Jiraiya-sama. What can I do for you today? Jiraiya smirked. Oh come on Kakashi, can't a guy just pop in every now and then to talk to a friend? Jiraiya closed the distance between them and kept his gaze affixed on Kakashi. Kakashi smiled. Well, you can, but you and I both know you wouldn't have been looking for me here if you didn't have a serious reason for it. Go ahead and let me in on the reason you wanted to see me. Jiraiya looked down at the stone before his features hardened and he looked over at Kakashi. Naruto's been doing a very good job keeping himself up to task these days. He was a handful before the exams from what I've been told, but now he's still getting even better. Kakashi felt a pang of guilt wash over him before he squashed that thought and spoke. Yes, I just wish that a few of the jutsu I know were more applicable to him. A lot of them don't really seem to be his cup of tea. Jiraiya just looked at the man in silence for a moment. Sure, I guess. He sighed and spoke again. Kakashi, I need to begin getting Naruto ready for the future. There are storm clouds on the horizon if you know what I mean, and I need to make sure he's up to snuff for the trials that lie ahead. Kakashi listened on as Jiraiya got to the bottom of his statement. I'm going to take over the training for the boy. He needs someone to refine his skills. Kakashi almost paled. Naruto is my student, Jiraiya. I feel that I am more than capable of training him myself. Jiraiya let out a little key as he stared the masked man down. Well then, what exactly have you taught the boy in the last several months since he graduated, at all? The men stood in silence until Kakashi finally looked away. I really did blow it, didn't I? I haven't taught him or Sakura a thing except tree climbing, and he already knew how to do that. Kakashi looked at the stone and then at the mountain. I thought that focusing on Sasuke would have been my way of thanking Obito, but I neglected Sensei's legacy for it, and I wonder why the boy won't even call me Sensei. Jiraiya looked up and chuckled. Yeah, I won't sugarcoat it for you, Kakashi, you kind of dropped the ball. Luckily the kid found ways to work around that little handicap, though from what I've heard that's been the story of his life thus far. Jiraiya decided it was time to cut to the chase. Kakashi, there is a group out there somewhere comprised of at least 9 S-class nuke nin out for Jinchuriki like Naruto. Kakashi's eye widened. What? After Naruto? How do you know about this? Jiraiya walked and leaned against a tree. For years I had been pursuing info on Orochimaru until one day he dropped off the grid. By the time he resurfaced, news about this organization began catching my attention. A group of 9 high-class criminals coming together for some purpose. I don't need to tell you that whatever that many high-powered ninja are coming together for, it can't be a good thing. Kakashi gulped as he digested this information. Well then, if I can't be directly involved in preparing Naruto for this myself, I'll have to be one of the people to defend him before it is his time. I messed up once, this is the least I can do for the kid. End flashback. Kakashi sped up as he darted across town. It's time to see if I can actually live up to my own words. XXX. Suten. Sukoden no Jutsu, water release. Water shark bomb jutsu. Kisame shot 2 water sharks at Naruto seemingly out of thin air. Naruto narrowly dodged as a shark exploded in the spot he once inhabited. Naruto yelled as Kisame fired off several more attacks that the boy narrowly avoided. Kami, he's making those damn things seemingly out of thin air. Kisame laughed as he watched the boy dodge his attack. Call it a talent of mine if you will, and I have enough chakra to keep this up until you run out of Gasgaki. Naruto stood on a boulder after dodging the last water shark. I really doubt that. I have the QB in me, you dumbass. I haven't even used any of the chakra yet, so don't flatter yourself. If we had to compare stamina, I'm pretty sure you'd lose your girlfriend over it. Naruto finished with a smirk that betrayed his inner thoughts. Damn it to hell. This is annoying. I can't fight this guy. His jutsu can keep me back, and even if I get in close I would have to deal with his big ass sword. Fucking Kiri Ninja, what's with the big ass swords? Naruto gritted his teeth before a look crossed his face. Wait, where's Itachi? His question was answered when Itachi appeared in front of his with his Sharingan blazing. Right here, Naruto-kun. Naruto swore and closed his eyes. Fucking Sharingan, no eye contact. Naruto took a punch to the body that doubled him over and forced him to cough blood before Itachi shot out a knee that caught him in the face and busted him open above his eye. Before Naruto could respond, Itachi grabbed him by his collar and held Naruto at eye level, who was still keeping his eyes shut. Itachi looked at the boy, straining to keep his eyes from locking with his own. How do you expect to fight me without your sight? You should just open your eyes to get a chance at beating me. Naruto smirked with his eyes closed. No, I don't think I will. I'd rather get punched in the face on the outside than get caught in some mind fuck with your Sharingan. Sorry, Itachi. Naruto clasped his grip around Itachi's arm and brought his legs up to wrap his left one under Itachi's arm and his right over his other shoulder, bringing them together behind his neck. See, flying triangle choke, to begin choking Itachi as he remained standing. Naruto pulled on Itachi's arm to add pressure onto the choke. Noticing that Itachi hadn't budged after half a minute when he opened his eyes, he saw that Itachi's eyes hadn't even quivered since he locked it in. As the Uchiha looked at the boy, he spoke in his usual tone. Are you done? Naruto forgot his plan and opened his eyes to look at Itachi in disbelief. Really? Not even close. Not even a little bit. Itachi's face was emotionless. Not even close. Tsukuyomi. Naruto cursed as he saw Itachi's Sharingan change shape as his world darkened. The next thing he knew, he was tied to a cross as he looked at Itachi standing in front of him. This is the Tsukuyomi. Time and space are mine to control in this dimension. I will be torturing you for the next 72 hours. Naruto looked around before smirking at Itachi. Oh, what are you gonna do? Beat me? Stab me? Some other nasty, physically anguishing shit? He chuckled. I ain't scared. I say bring it on, bitch. Itachi let a ghost of a smile appear on his face before it dissipated. I can see your thoughts, Naruto-kun. Tell me, how would you like to have your automail put in all over again? Naruto widened his eyes as he remembered the horrible pain from that day. Oh hell. Naruto's right arm vanished as Naruto felt the horrible pain of his stump of an arm being shaved down further to accommodate the hardware and his nerve endings being attached to the wires of the auto mail. He screamed in anguish at Itachi as he simply stood in place with a stone gaze on his face. After what seemed like an eternity, his arm was back on. Naruto sweated and panted but shot a defiant smirk at the prodigy Uchiha. Is that all you got? You might as well let me go since that took so much of your damn jutsu's time. Naruto's right arm disappeared again when Itachi spoke. 1 second has passed, only 72 hours 59 minutes and 59 seconds to go. Naruto's eyes widened as he realized the ramifications of Itachi's words. No way in hell. He's got to be lying. Right then Naruto began to cry out as he felt his arm being reassembled to his body. After a second or two, Naruto shook and dropped from Itachi's body, eyes glazed over as he lay motionless on the ground before he began to vomit on his side. Kisame walked over with his toothy grin as Itachi spoke. Kisame, let's go, we have what we came for. As Kisame reached for Naruto, he heard a voice, Reikiri, lightning blade. Kisame pulled up his sword just in time for Kakashi to make contact with it, forcing Kisame away from Naruto. Kakashi came to rest by Naruto's side as he looked into the boy's shocked eyes. Naruto, can you hear me? Can you speak to me? Naruto's eyes darted towards Kakashi as he tried to speak. Kakashi? Don't look in his eyes. SS Sharingan, strange. Kakashi looked up at the two Nin as he pulled up his headband to reveal his own Sharingan. I guess you two have to deal with me now. Too bad for you. Itachi looked at the man. Kakashi-senpai, good to see you again. All we want is Naruto, I'd rather we didn't have to fight. Kakashi pulled out a kunai. I won't just hand him over to you, Itachi. This boy is my responsibility, you will not take him as long as I am here to stop you. XXX. Sasuke and Sakura were running through the streets to reach Naruto's house as they turned a corner. Upon rounding the bend, they almost ran directly into teams 8 and 10. Asuma and Kurenai kept the kids from crashing into everyone as Asuma spoke up. Whoa there, what's the hurry now, kids? Sakura couldn't hold still. We were going to Naruto's house to see if he was okay after Kakashi-sensei went to go get him. He told me to tell any Junin I could find. Sakura paused and pursed her lips as she tried to recall Naruto's complete instructions. He said that he was being attacked by. Sakura turned to her teammate, Crush, and widened her eyes as she whispered the remainder of the sentence. I, Itachi Uchiha. Sasuke's eyes slowly widened as he gnashed his teeth together before taking off in a sprint to Naruto's apartment. Damn it, Itachi. He'll kill Naruto. Sakura shouted for him to come back as Asuma palmed his face. That's just great, we've got Kakashi and a 12-year-old kid fighting the second worst criminal in Konoha's history. Come on Kurenai, we have to get over there. Asuma leapt off to find the battle. Kurenai turned to the genin around her. You all go home, we're going to go handle this. She gave the kids a reassuring smile before turning to leave with her face hardened for a fight. Hinata turned to Sakura with a worried look. Ano, Sakura-san, you said Naruto-kun was in trouble. Is it really that bad of a situation? Sakura looked at the girl with an equally concerned look. There were 2 men after him, and one is Itachi Uchiha. I don't see how this could be a good situation. Kiba cut in. If Naruto needs our help, then let's go get him. He's our comrade and our buddy, we have to go. Akamaru barked in agreement to the boy's statement. Shikamaru groaned. Naruto's also the only Chunin out of all of us and the guy that took down Gaara. If he had to go ask a Junin for help, then he knows it's something over his head. What kind of chance would all of us have at helping him fight him off? Kiba growled. Well, we've to go do something. Kurenai-sensei and Asuma-sensei left to go fight. We can too. We're all ninja here, aren't we? Ino stepped between the two to lower the tension. I think we can at least go see what's going on. I mean, Shikamaru's right, we can't fight someone like that, but Kiba's right too. If one of us were in trouble like that, then I think Naruto would be trying to help us too. Shikamaru gave in. Troublesome. Fine, we'll go, but we are not getting involved in the fight. If the reaction our senseis gave us was any clue, then we are seriously outclassed here. All of the genin nodded and took off towards Naruto's house with determined looks. Hinata's palms were shaking at the thought of Naruto's well-being. Naruto-kun, please be alright, people are coming to help you. Just be okay. XXX. Naruto felt himself pulled into his mindscape. As he opened his eyes, he saw Kyubi's concerned face as she held his head in her lap. As he sat up, he found them in a meadow. Naruto stood up to face Kyubi, who was still sitting down. Kyubi-chan, what's going on? Why am I here? Did I black out? She frowned and nodded. You lost consciousness as soon as Kakashi got to you. The Uchiha's blasted Sharingan gave you a blast of genjutsu that really messed with your head, Naruto-kun. You're lucky you can even access your mindscape at all right now. Naruto looked around. I need to wake up. Kakashi is all alone out there fighting my battle for me. What's the use of being a chunin if I can't even fight my own battle when I need to? S-class nuke nin or not, this is still my fight. Kyubi stood and embraced the boy. Naruto-kun, I don't think you can win yet against people like this. Even if you use a tail of my chakra, it still wouldn't be enough. These are elite shinobi. For all intents and purposes, you are still a rookie, in the first year of your career. Naruto replied to her, then give me 2 tails then. Whatever I have to do to back Kakashi up and fight these clowns off. Kyubi pulled him back and gave him a stern look. No, 1 tail is all your body can handle for now. If you use any more chakra than that, then it will start having adverse effects on your body. It will harm you, Naruto-kun. Naruto held his eyes closed as he gripped his palms. I can't just lay here like a vegetable and be a non-factor. I have to get back up and fight. People need me here. Kyubi huffed. You just have to be all stubborn and bullheaded, don't you? She shook her head and smiled at him. I guess you wouldn't be nearly as interesting if you weren't so stupid, huh? Naruto shrugged as he faded from his mindscape and regained his senses back in reality, where Kakashi was still standing over him. Naruto noticed everyone standing still and not moving. Kakashi, what's going on? Kakashi kept his vision on the 2 enemies ahead. It's a standoff, Naruto. The first move could decide the battle. It's a high-stakes game here. Naruto nodded and groaned as he tried to stand while Kakashi remained in front of him. Are you sure you can stand, Naruto? You look pretty rough. Naruto reached his feet with a stumble. I can't just let you fight my fights for me like this all alone, Kakashi. If these guys want me, then they've got me. This is my problem. Help is welcome, but it's still my issue. So let's finish this. Itachi. All eyes looked towards the side to see Sasuke with his Sharingan active. Kakashi tried to stop the boy from attacking. Sasuke, no. Stand down, you can't fight him. Kisame smirked. It's like one big Uchiha family reunion, Itachi. Sasuke charged up his Chidori and smirked at his brother. You told me to hate you and grow strong. Well, today is the day you die. Chidori. Sasuke broke out in a quick sprint across the field before thrusting the assassination technique at Itachi. Itachi simply caught Sasuke by the wrist as the jutsu dispersed. Sasuke looked on in anger as Itachi looked at Sasuke with indifference. Sorry, little brother, but we're not here for you today. You still aren't strong enough. Foolish Sasuke, you can't kill me, not as weak as you are. Sasuke made a move and Itachi broke his wrist. As Sasuke cried out, Itachi began to pummel him as Naruto and Kakashi looked on. Kakashi, we have to do something. Itachi is beating him to a pulp. Kakashi twitched as he watched Itachi's onslaught. Itachi eventually grabbed Sasuke by his collar and looked in his eyes. Temper your hatred, Sasuke, you are still far too weak to interest me, Tsukuyomi. Naruto heard these words, but it was too late as Sasuke screamed out loud before passing out. Naruto yelled and ran at the men until another voice rang out from a distance. Doton, Yominuma, Earth Release, Underworld Swamp. As the ground turned into a dark viscous fluid, Itachi and Kisame jumped away in retreat as Jiraiya arrived on the scene. Kami kid, I can't leave you alone for 2 hours or else you'll get into something, huh? Jiraiya cancelled his jutsu and retrieved Sasuke before walking over to Kakashi and Naruto. He handed Sasuke over to Kakashi. He looks rough. What did Itachi do to him? Naruto looked over his teammate. He did the same thing he did to me. The only reason I'm in decent shape is because of her. Sasuke doesn't have that luxury, so I can only imagine what is wrong with him now. That attack isn't a joke. Asuma and Kurenai landed just before the rest of the Rookie 9 and looked at the scene. Asuma whistled as he and Kurenai walked over. Damn, you guys really didn't mess around, did you? Jiraiya looked at Sasuke's unconscious form. Kakashi, go ahead and take Sasuke to the hospital now. Kakashi nodded before he shunshined away. Naruto sighed as the genin all ran over to him and surrounded him. Sakura looked him over before she spoke. Naruto, what happened to Sasuke-kun? Why is he going to the hospital? Naruto looked at her with a sad face. Itachi beat the crap out of him and used the strongest genjutsu I've ever seen to more or less scatter his brains. Sakura gasped as Ino spoke next. What? What do you mean you saw it? How strong is it? Naruto shook his head. That move, it lets Itachi take you to his own world where he can torture you for 3 days. It's horrible. The only reason I'm in One Piece is because my mind is concrete, otherwise I wouldn't be any better off than Sasuke. Naruto spit out some blood and leftover bile before he wiped his mouth. Choji came up to him. Are you alright? What happened? Did you guys win? Naruto held his head as he shook it. No, we got our asses kicked, or should I say I got my ass kicked. If Kakashi and Jiraiya, hell even Sasuke, didn't show up I wouldn't even be here right now. I couldn't do a thing but retreat and defend, they completely owned me. Naruto kneeled and punched the ground. Damn it. I'm so weak I couldn't even keep Sasuke from getting hurt. What kind of chunin am I? Hinata walked up and kneeled down next to him before embracing the boy. Naruto-kun, you're not weak. That was Itachi Uchiha. You can't fight people like that yet no matter how good you are. She felt the tenseness of his body calm considerably. You will get good enough to fight him one day, but not now, don't worry about it. Naruto smiled and returned her hug. Thank you Hinata-chan, I'm just upset that I was so worthless in that fight. Itachi and Kisame worked me over like I was nothing, but you're right. Naruto pulled away from her hug and gave her a smile before he stood to face Jiraiya. So, did it go well? Is Gaara alright now? Jiraiya nodded. Yep, your Suna buddy is gonna be fine. I fixed his seal to let him keep the Shukaku's psyche out of his thoughts. That kid will be getting a good night's sleep from now on, I'm sure. Naruto nodded and looked around the area from his apartment to the path they blazed to the field. This has been one hell of a span of 2 hours, I swear. I need a shot and I don't even drink, yet. He looked up at Jiraiya. Alright, we still have a job to do I guess, so let's get out of here and get to work. Jiraiya nodded and motioned for Naruto to follow him. As he walked with Jiraiya, Naruto turned around to wave to his friends. Alright, I really have to go now. I'll be back soon you guys. As they eventually exited the village gates, Naruto heaved a massive sigh while Jiraiya looked at him. You alright kid? They didn't hurt you too bad did they? Naruto shook his head. No, they cracked me good a few times but I'm just fine. It doesn't change the fact that I got my ass handed to me just now. It sucks, no matter how good those guys are. Jiraiya smiled as he put his hand on Naruto's shoulder. Well then it's a good thing I decided to teach you a little something while we're out on the job, huh? Naruto looked up at the tall man who had a large grin on. Teach me, huh? That sounds pretty cool. What are you going to show me? Jiraiya patted the boy on his shoulder. What if I said that I was going to teach you a move that can go toe to toe with Chidori and beat it into the dirt? Naruto's eyes widened as a grin spread across his face. He chuckled as he shook his head. Ero Sennin, have I told you that I love you today? Jiraiya's sweat dropped and glared at Naruto. Stop calling me that Gaki. Naruto sweat dropped. Sorry. I love you too Ero Sennin. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.